If you were to tell me that I would have a stalker in the span of 2 years that traces my art, says racist slurs, says homophobic slurs, transphobia slurs, and just keeps being an asshole to me for no apparent reason whatsoever, I don't know if I would believe you because of the follower count that I have, but hey guys, guess what I have? I'm going to fucking lose it over these damn cars that pass by my house, I swear to God. Hi, yes, I am back with another video, and I don't normally post these videos at all, and definitely not within the span of time that I have. I was able to make this video because I'm on spring break! Woohoo! But, yeah, it's not that easy with the schedule I have with work, with college, and other shit that I have to do. I swear to God, I am going to... What the fuck? But yeah, with my current schedule right now with work and college, it's very hard for me to record videos or stream or have the motivation to, because I also have a lot of work that I want to do for myself. Like, I am working on a voice claim video for the entire Arcana, I am trying to do reference sheet packs, all that jazz. Not to mention, right now, my tablet is not working. For some reason, the pen does not work! And I have to figure out myself why, because the Q1 support, customer support, they didn't give me a good hint on what is wrong. They just sent me a link through my email, and they were just like, yeah, figure it out yourself. So I'm just dealing with this stuff right now. Also, I'm not really going on script because last time I went on script, it sounded really choppy, really robotic, and I am not doing that. And I don't want to sound robotic to you guys. I want to be professional, but I also want to be pretty chill. So I think I have the points of talking that I want to do for this video because I have them all documented. I am not joking. I have every single instance of what's going on right now, and there's probably going to be more that happens in the future. I'm just recording up to March 20th, and anything that is after March 20th, I am probably not going to put into this video because I have already so fucking much of what this person has done. So there's a lot of people that are out of the loop of what we call Jokerswife. Jokerswife is what I call my creepy stalker that also stalks Anarchy, that they trace our art, they say bad shit about us, and I don't know who they are. The only thing that they're really good at is keeping anonymous, and that's what trolls like to do. They normally keep themselves anonymous, and that's the best thing that they can do, really, other than all the other shitty stuff that they do. As I stated before, Jokerswife has tormented us for, like, the past 4 years, but not in, like, a consistent manner, I would say. They normally appear once in a while, maybe probably once a year, honestly, but once or twice a year, I would say. And they love to torment us. I don't know if they torment anyone else, but, like, I know they mainly come after us for no apparent reason. Like, I have no idea what has aggroed them to come towards our direction, mainly Anarchy's in the beginning, because I think I understand why I am tormented, but this is really ridiculous, and it's honestly kind of hysterical in a way. Like, I know I could stop them by just ignoring them, but what's the fun in that? I like poking the bear. Some people are gonna have to bear with me with how I started off online, because it is genuinely how I started off online, and how I actually got a big following, and it was my biggest following of probably any of my other online accounts. Yes, I was into Amino. Yes, you can cringe. Yes, you can boo me. But it's serious. I was actually big. At least not on every amino. I know the one amino that I was really big on was the Skylanders amino. And that was the amino that I was on for the longest. And honestly, I met some really life-changing friends there. I'm still friends with them to this day, and there are still some people that I'm mutuals with online that are on other websites, and it's just really nice to see them once in a while and say, oh oh my god, it's nice to see you. So yeah, I had a really big impact on the Skylanders amino, and I still, a part of me resonates with it, but I don't want to go back to it because I can't get a following on amino anymore. And I've also gotten really pissed because I was on a featured spree where I really wanted my art to be featured, but I just gave up after a while. I remembered this was around the time that Anarchy and I were making our Reshaping Skylanders Academy AU, where we wanted to make our own version of Skylanders Academy in our little AU that is not as cringe and absurd as the Netflix version. I swear to God, I am so pissed about the Netflix version. But obviously, knowing our younger selves, Reshaping Skylanders Academy was very angsty. I was not really surprised by that because a lot of kids like angst, but it was pretty common for a lot of kids back then. But I really enjoyed the AU and I drew so much for it. And this AU, and it was also during my Luminous phase where I was obsessed with Luminous, this was the era where Jokerswife appeared, and oh boy, does it get juicy. I may not have the first comment that they had on Anarchy's post. I know the post that Anarchy told me it was a Chef Pepperjack redesign that got featured on the amino, and it was really good. I don't exactly remember what they said off the top of their heads, but it was obviously criticizing the art and, pointing out why it's not really good. Obviously, some people are entitled to their own opinions. I know some people are probably subjective to my art. Some people are subjective to Anarchy's. There's a lot of people that like certain art styles or don't like certain art styles, and that's completely fine. But I felt like this, at least this first comment, this is before any of the other ones, felt a little targeted, if you know what I mean. This person deliberately went onto Anarchy's post and said it was not as good, and obviously, because I am a very protective friend, and at first I didn't really want her to see it, I commented on the post saying, hey, maybe you should be a little more thoughtful. It's okay if it's not your style. If you don't like it, you don't have to look at her stuff if you don't want to. I don't know what they said after that, but this would be the spark of what Jokerswife is doing to us now, I will say. Now, I think it took them a few weeks for them to actually post their own stuff on the amino instead of just commenting on shit. If I look in here correctly, oh yeah, Anarchy made this old OC that she named Supernova, and she was a villain in the light element. It was a part of this big alien group that she had ideas for called the Astronomers. I don't know if she'll ever continue that, but I have to point that out right now because it's relevant to the Jokerswife saga. I'm not sure if this was before they posted any art or anything, but I'm going to try to read as best as I can. Please forgive me. I feel like I am dyslexic. I am sorry. So it says, if you ask me, her colors are a bit of an eyesore. What is she? A bug? If that alien robot thing, I can't fucking read. If that's an alien robot thing, then it's not accurate to Skylanders. Look at Starcaster Starstrike. Her head is too long. You should also squish it down more. She doesn't look like she's in the light element. And based on a previous post, she's supposed to be a villain. That's not a villain. Anarchy then responded with, okay then, which is very understandable. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to say in that predicament? Because, like, you ask for some constructive criticism, and then this person's like, yeah, everything you do is wrong, so that is completely not accurate. So obviously, yeah, you don't know really what to say with that. You expect some constructive criticism. This is not constructive criticism. This is an outright target. After that, I think I posted a lot of, like, my own versions of what Anarchy's OCs are. Like, I drew them into this cool pose. I don't really know how to describe it, but I wanted to draw them because I thought they were cool looking. I remember at the time she had this a character named Masquerade, and it was based on the old enemies, I think from Swap Force, that were not used, but they were like a concept. And Anarchy was like, wow, that's a really good design. I'm gonna take that. And so she did. So she used the design to use in her OC, and I drew it because I really liked the character. He was really fun. And Jokerswife commented on my post. This is what they said. Why does that look like one of Vivzy Pop's characters? And I replied with, it's not. It's based on a non-enemy used from Skylanders. Jokerswife then responded, that can't be an OC then. It's not canon to Skylanders. That's not very accurate. Bitch, did we talk about accuracy here? Like, I am so baffled. Apparently, we were not doing Skylander OCs correct. And yeah, this is the targeting shit that they do. They talked a lot on a different post that I'm going to bring up in a little bit. But yeah, I feel like in the beginning they were mainly targeting Anarchy for no apparent reason. The reason why I believe that I'm targeted now, yes, they are targeting me now. I believe that they targeted me because I was the one that pointed them out for bullying Anarchy on the Amino. They were actively bullying Anarchy on the Amino. They got called out a few times and they still didn't stop. So yeah, I just assumed that this is a troll. Oh boy, their new OC that they surprisingly took and drew from Anarchy's character as a base and turned it into a weird fucking clown bitch. This is Cotton Clown. Cotton Clown obviously is hella traced. And it looks fucking ugly. If I could, I would redesign it, but I don't really care about it anymore. But this character is such a fucking eyesore. I don't know what else to say for it. Then, Cotton Clown has a boyfriend. Whoa! Cotton Clown has a boyfriend? Who's her boyfriend? It's this character named Illuminate, and I'm pretty sure you could see a resemblance of a certain character that I was obsessed with during the time. And not to mention, this character was traced of the same character that Anarchy drew on the Amino. This bitch is named, I think, Illuminate, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I still have photos from this, and it's ridiculous. And Illuminate had his own wiki page. I looked at his old wiki page. I don't have the pictures to prove it, unfortunately, but I remember specifically that he was an adult. Like 20. Ahem. Yeah, you can see where they're starting to poke at people's buttons here. Not only are they tracing, not only are they targeting Anarchy, they're posting pedophilia on Amino, which obviously is a big no-no. The next thing that I do have is, we had our own wiki page, but it had all of Anarchy's redesigns for the characters of Reshaping Skylanders Academy in one post. So it had all of her drawings in there, and I obviously credited her because she made all the drawings, but I put them all in that wiki page, and we were pretty fine with it. We had it up for months. And then, Jokerswife decided to comment on it. Comment on a specific character that wasn't even canon. It was a OC. His name is Iridescent. I would say Anarchy still uses Iridescent to this day. He probably doesn't look like this now, but she still uses him. And Eerie is probably one of my favorite Skylander characters that she has made. And he's really funny. I really like him. But Jokerswife commented under the post with a photo of Iridescent, saying, "Change this character's design. It looks like my OC's boyfriend, and I don't think Illuminate is this character." I responded with, that was posted over a month ago, and it's up to the creator to change it, not me. Jokerswife then responded, "Well, tell them to change it. More people have seen my character, so it's my design." I would like to point out that Jokerswife around this time has just joined, and people have seen Iridescent way more than whoever the fuck Illuminate is. I have no idea who he is. And I posted him a lot, I ship him a lot with Nightlight, and yeah, a lot of the Skylanders Amino has seen them together. What are you talking about that people have seen this quote-unquote Illuminate character? It's so weird. You gotta take down the design that looks too much like mine. You gotta take down. Shut the fuck up. Now here's where we get into a bigger juicy part. Jokerswife, they took another design from Anarchy named Cozy Cluster, which was a very cute little alien character that was in the same group as Supernova. And she was really cute. I really liked her. I know that Screp redesigned her. It was so cute. And we stand Cozy Cluster here. Jokerswife took Cozy Cluster as a base, retraced them with this fucking ugly color palette. And this is where it gets interesting. Jokerswife now had access to the Spore Amino. And you're probably wondering, well, why is the Spore Amino involved with this? What the fuck? I am leader on the Spore Amino. I was leader for a while. Unfortunately, I don't really do anything anymore because all the freaking creators left. All of the original leaders left. And so it was just me. And then I had to make Anarchy leader because I had no one else. So, yeah. It was very hard, and the Amino was dying, so I didn't really have much to do there. So I apologize for those who were in love with the Spore Amino. I just couldn't do much because the Amino was dying, and I had no idea, because imagine giving an Amino to a minor and trying to figure out what the fuck to do here. Yeah, sorry about that. But I would like to point out this was during the time where the Amino was presumably kind of active. It was in its dying stage, but it was still kind of active. Jokerswife managed to find their way to the Spore Amino, probably because I am a person that likes to link all the places that I am at, and I put the Spore Amino in my bio. I didn't realize they'd follow me there, but okay. They posted the same exact design that they traced from Cozy Cluster on the Spore Amino and the Skylanders Amino. So, this is a little weird, okay. And they changed the names for each Amino. On the Skylander Amino, she was called Diva Star. On the Spore Amino, she was called Super Cluster. And keep in mind, we're not really going to talk about the Diva Star version because Jokerswife doesn't really use Diva Star on the Skylander Amino. Jokerswife uses Super Cluster on the Spore Amino. And here's where it gets a little more interesting. I assume that Jokerswife presumably redesigned this character, and it looks completely different than what it did before. Less of an eyesore with the colors, I'd say, but like, still, it's really traced. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck did they trace this time? They traced my Luminous Ask blog. I had an Ask blog at the time of Luminous, you know, asking anyone asked him a question, I would draw it, and it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and it was really long, too. So, I am surprised I stuck to it. Unfortunately, I do not do that anymore, but if I get a big enough following and people beg me for it, maybe I'll continue to do it again. But Jokerswife traced, Luminous in one of the Ask blogs that I did of him catching a ball that someone threw to him. And I don't know what the fuck she's holding here, but I presumably think it's a planet. I think she's some omnipotent god that I do not know of. Also, I would love to point out, keep in mind, a lot of Jokerswife's traced art with her own quote-unquote characters. Keep in mind of the boob size. They get bigger. They get bigger. I know specifically with this design they traced, they actually went to Anarchy on the Spore Amino. Anarchy says it's Jokerswife didn't know that there was Anarchy in the Skylanders Amino, had no fucking clue, and I can kind of believe that because Anarchy went by a different alias there, and I think her art looked a little different. It's just depending on the style. She had more of a Skylander style when she was in the Skylanders Amino. And Jokerswife went to Anarchy in the DMs of the Spore Amino, saying they were calling me out because apparently I traced them. Hold up! Where you getting this BS? You're telling Anarchy that I traced you when this post was created probably months in advance to your post, and you're going, oh, this person traced me on another Amino. First off, Anarchy is not the leader of the Skylanders Amino. Anarchy can't do shit there. And there's not much that you could do on someone else's Spore Amino. The most that you could do is ban them on the server that you're admin on. I'm talking Discord terms now, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, most that Anarchy could do is ban me on the Spore Amino. But, newsflash, I'm the leader of that Amino. How are you gonna ban another leader? That Anarchy was not the original, Anarchy was not the owner of the Amino. While Anarchy was a leader, they were not the owner. I was the owner. I was giving ownership of the Spore Amino. So she could not ban me. But obviously, going more onto, I would say Anarchy is biased of me. Now, even if I did trace this, Anarchy is very biased of me because we are friends. And she pointed out that she's not going to ban me because she knows me very well. I think. I might be saying this wrong. I don't remember the conversation. It happened over 4 years ago. I saw it. But Anarchy was talking to Jokerswife about this, saying that she cannot ban me. I assume it was probably actually more of the ownership thing, now that I think about it. It was more about the ownership thing, and she said that she couldn't ban me, and Jokerswife barely had any proof that I traced when I had mine posted before hers, and so Jokerswife got really pissy, like, really, really pissy, to the point where they were throwing slurs in DMs at Anarchy. They were saying the N-word to her when Anarchy is not a person of color. Well, she has, like, what? Okay, you don't even know her race, and you're calling her the N-word. That's great. That's great. And because of that, because Anarchy is a leader, Jokerswife got banned. Yeah, you can't say slurs on Amino. Nuh-uh. So yeah, that's what happened there. Jokerswife got banned on the Spore Amino. There was some other stuff that did happen on the Spore Amino that Jokerswife did, but I don't have photos of it. I know specifically they drew their OC supercluster with a very scandalous look of, they had a strap across their boobs and they were showing a lot of boobage, and it was pressing up against the screen, and we had to take that down because obviously that's very suggestive. Don't post that where kids are. So yeah, that's basically what their Spore little saga happened. I think there was more. I can't really remember. I don't have a lot of the images to make me remember. I have mostly the images from the Skylanders Amino, so yeah. Yada yada, Jokerswife does more tracing. They trace I forgot what this character's name. I think they're techno themed that Anarchy made. Jokerswife traced them into this ugly fucking orange color. Like, what the fuck? They traced a commission that I got from a con that I posted on the Amino, because I got a pin of them, and I got, like, a little drawing of them. Unfortunately, I lost these things, and I don't know where they are. They're probably in the black hole of my room, but they're probably somewhere. And Jokerswife, because I took a photo of it and posted it on the Amino, Jokerswife traced it. You traced some innocent person's art. Fuck you, I guess. And now here we get to the point where I was friends with a person on the Amino called Cornflake. Cornflake, obviously, to this day, I think I'm still... I feel like I would still be buddies with Cornflake if I contacted him. Cornflake, if you're watching this, hi! It's nice to see you again. I'm talking about you, and I hope you're doing well. Yeah, but I was friends with Cornflake along with Anarchy during this time. We had our own little group chat, and I think it was called Soul Cult, and we had, like, our cool little idea of, like, characters that would be a part of this group called the Soul Catchers that Corn made. It was really fun. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. And around this time, I was still posting art. I didn't really care about Jokerswife, because Jokerswife was, gone for a little bit. Like, they didn't post anything for a while, which was a little weird. And then they came back, I think around, it was either October or, like, November. It was near the ending of some year. I assume it was 2020. And, I was drawing like I normally do. Corn was drawing as he normally did. And, Anarchy was drawing as she normally did. And I posted this stuff, I actually showed it this stuff on a stream that, I think it was my first actual stream that had, like, legit, like, setups and stuff. And I showed it there. I showed you guys all there, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people have seen it. But I put timestamps of the events of Jokerswife, in that stream. So in case if you guys ever wanted to see what happened in that stream without, like, looking through the entire stream, I posted timestamps of what they did. Unfortunately, I do not have chat open at the time. I didn't open chat, but I was talking to chat, so you could hear me talk to the people in chat. So I posted all of these photos in the stream, showing them of what Jokerswife is traced at that time. I had this character named Layla. She was a fallen angel demon mix, and she was, like, the daughter of a character called Hollow Knight, not Hollow Knight from the video game, Hollow Knight as in my own OC, and this is where our crazy AU comes in, where Hollow Knight is the mirrored version of Nightlight. Yeah, so Nightlight's mirror version has a daughter named Layla, and I love Layla. Layla's really cool. She's a teenager, by the way. And a lot of people on the Amino really like Layla. I know that someone named Snow Studios actually drew her twice, and I really appreciate that. Thank you if you're watching, Snow. Hi, I really enjoyed the art still. Thank you. But Layla was posted a few times, and I had because Jokerswife put this all in one post of their artwork, but I'm gonna go through of what we drew personally, me and my friends. So yeah, I drew Layla. Jokerswife drew this character, I think, how do you say this? Ori? I am sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I am so sorry. He's this really cool alien character for soul catchers, and I love Corn's style of shading on traditional art. It is so cool. He looks really cool. I really... purple's my favorite color, if you couldn't tell. But he's really cool. And then we have Corn's favorite character out of the soul catchers. His name is Aquarius. And he really liked his character. So did Anarchy, because apparently we had a meme of Anarchy running towards Aquarius without a shirt on. Yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, Corn drew Aquarius. He drew Aquarius a few times, but I'm going to be showing this photo here because, you might guess why in a bit. And then finally, Anarchy drew something for Skyland Tober at the time, and I forgot what the prompt was. I think it was either, like, potion or something, or witch, I can't tell, but it was the slime creature that she drew, and it was really cute. And, okay, keep this in mind. I might also post Anarchy's old OC Husk here, or Hush, I think it was Hush. He was a dark element character that was a part of the Soul Catchers, I believe. If I'm getting all this wrong, please let me know in the comments. I have no idea. It's been so long, but he is important to this story because I will mention this in a bit. which is right now. So going back to Layla. So going back to the image of Layla that I drew at the time. It's this image. I really liked the shading. I really enjoyed her. She was cute. Jokerswife then traced her into this really ugly purple bitch. What the fuck is this? I can tell that it's Layla because not only is it in the same profile view, it has wings, it has the fluffy collar, the dress is similar, and the position of the hands is similar. Yeah, this is obviously traced and used off of my art. Bruh. Next up was Korn's art, and he had two things of his that were traced. You had this bitchy character that was drawn from the purple character that Korn drew. Obviously, the character looks completely different. It's not the same species. It looks more like a satyr of, like, something. But it's in the same position, holding a similar object. This is traced. A lot of Jokerswife's characters are mainly female. Keep that in mind. They're mainly female with big boobs, and it's kind of annoying. Next you have the Aquarius trace. And this one, if I had these back to back, which I might put this, like, on the video, back to back, they're literally put in the same exact perfect frame in the middle of the canvas. This is obviously traced. Like, no doubt about it. There's no hiding this. Like, and also, what the fuck is that footwork? Like, look at I'm not one to really, like, judge people how they draw. I really don't want to judge people how they draw. But if it's Jokerswife, obviously, I'm going to judge how they draw. And I see a case of backwards hand syndrome here. Ugh! Anyway. And finally, we have Anarchy's traced character, which, this is why I mentioned Husk. If I can, hold on, I gotta switch around my, there we go. Not only did Jokerswife trace the base of the drawing for Skyland Tumblr that she did, Jokerswife took Hush and turned him into a girl, gave him the ugliest hair imaginable, and what is this? I could tell it's Hush because the ears are similar, the colors of the skin are similar, he has the hole in the chest, the tummy. This is obviously Hush. You took Hush from Anarchy and plopped it into your own little character. Now, I get that you would be inspired by some people. Obviously, I'm the type of person that gets inspired off OCs that I see on the internet. And like, wow, that's a really cool design. And I know that Vipsy Pop is going through a lot of drama right now, and I'm not really going to talk about it a lot, but I used Alistair as a base for my character Theodore. But Theodore looks nothing really like Alistair. You could tell they're similar, but Theodore is blue, his horns are different, his hair is different, he's actually a different size, and he has a fur coat, he deals with TVs, all that jazz. So Theodore is completely different than Alistair. This is not completely different than Hush. I'm sorry. This is blatantly copied. You just gender bent Hush. This is just a gender bent, and it's the ugliest gender bent I have ever seen. It just reminds me of those trends that are going around right now on Twitter, where people say like, oh, like they would prefer a gender bent that stuck more to the character's original design than just, oh, sexy female, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what kind of reminds me of. Now that I look back on it, and it's a little ridiculous in my opinion. Damn, I was talking for 8 minutes in this section. And finally, we get to the juicy part. Their call-out post. Or not really, okay, Jokerswife did have a call-out post for my friend Bash, but that was with all the traced artwork that they did. But I think that was posted after their whole thing, that their whole fiasco of their comment section of their post with, the orange character that they traced. This, oh my god, I remember specifically there were over 100 comments on this fucking post telling them, you traced from this person, just admit it. Obviously, they did not fucking admit it. So, I'm going to go through as many as I can, okay? I'm probably going to go through all of them. This video is going to be very long. So, okay, we had a lot of good friends that jumped in on here. We had my old friend Captain, Captain Cooties on here. We had, this person named Perpcora. We had Cornflake. We had my friend Oddy in here. We obviously had Anarchy herself. We had me. It was ridiculous. But I'm going to talk about, like, all of these comments that I took a screenshot of. A lot of them are out of order, unfortunately. I wish I could find the actual order for them, but I don't have the order, so they're just a little jumbled, so I apologize. But this is basically how it went down. Oh, unfortunately, this first comment that they put is just... I blocked it off with the amino call thing, but I'll try to make out what I can. Well, she sexualizes her OCs and makes women sexy, so she's bad. Dreamcatcher is a child, so she draws her as an adult. And then, I don't know what Cornflake said before that, but Jokerswife replied with, I am. Jokerswife replied to Captain Cootie saying, simp. Okay. Captain Cooties replied to, mother fudging gosh, we all have different art styles. Just delete the post and face the consequences. And then Jokerswife replied to Corn, saying, you steal OCs too. Alright, bitch. Cornflake replied like, oh my god, they're her OCs. She can do whatever she wants with them. It's not bad to make suggestive art of your own characters, I swear. You over here acting like a little 6-year-old trying to find all things her fault. Yeah, no, shut up. Be a big girl and stop tracing. Honestly, goated Corn response. Thank you. Jokerswife replied to Captain Cooties, she's sexualizing a child. It's gross. Says the person that made a pedo ship on the amino, but okay. Jokerswife replied to what Cornflake saying, simp. Yeah, simp. Cornflake replied to, prove it, chickpea. And Jokerswife replied back, you're just a simp. Wow, apparently Cornflake's a simp here. Oh, who would have known? They replied to me saying, boomer. I don't know what I said before that, but they said boomer to me. Cornflake replied to that, I get it. I get that it's entirely possible, but the way that they talk makes me believe that they're not 18. And I replied, I'm the same age as her, bruh. Oh, she replied that she was 18 years old. Judging by their actions, I have no idea if they're 18 or not. I really don't. That's the one thing that Jokerswife does well is keeping anonymous. And I have no idea what age Jokerswife is. If they're an adult, please grow up and, like, do you have hobbies? Do you have a job? Do you have family? Do you have friends? Please go to them and deal with your life than trying to torment us. Like, bro, you have better things to do in your life. And if you're a minor, don't you have school? Go do your schoolwork, you annoying little brat. Anarchy commented on her post saying, just please leave me alone. I love this amino, but what you're doing makes me not want to come online on this post. In post. I am happy if you reference my art, but please don't put my art down and then trace me. It's hurtful, which honestly is very true. Please do not trace people and then put down their art saying their art is bad when your art kind of looks like this. Like, bro. And then Jokerswife tells her, you're fishing for sympathy. Captain Cooties replies, just block her and move on. The admin will take care of it. Which, the admins did eventually take care of it. I just had to show them a lot of proof, which I don't think I needed to show so much proof, but I just had a lot of proof at the time. Jokerswife replies to Captain Cooties saying, I swear, if she blocks me, Perpcora jumps in and saying, how are you? How old are you? Are you a kid? Oh, and this is where they said they're 18. They said they're 18. Corn replies with lies, and I say, bro, if you're 18, you're doing this like a fucking to a fucking teenager. What is wrong with you? With this one, Joker's replied to Perpcora saying she did. Jokerswife replied to Cornflake saying no. Cornflake replied with yes. Oddy jumps in saying this is getting ridiculous, which it is, and Cornflake replies to him saying agreed. With this one, she replies to Cornflake saying, I am. She replies to Captain Cootie saying, simp. Oh yeah, this is something I already covered. child is gross, simp, chickpea to prove it. You're just a simp. Underneath that corn says, is that it? Come on, you could do better than that. And Jokerswife replies with, you're just bullying me. Bro, you're the one that's bullying a teenager online. What is wrong with you? And then, this is a pretty out there thing to really post. Keep in mind, this is something I would never really say. And this is not really any slurs or anything. But this is what Jokerswife replied with. You are all just lying for her. All her OCs are stolen, like the black dog guy and the aliens. And I responded with a cool sticker from Amino of a pug just glaring, because, like, what the fuck was that response? What? I'm sorry, huh? And then, okay, another comment that Anarchy put down was, I never asked you to touch my OCs. And the Jokerswife replied, but you did! No, she didn't. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Cornflake replied with, fake. Jokerswife replied with, no. Cornflake replied with, yes, with the eye and tongue emoji, just bleh. I then jumped in and replied with, you didn't get her approval though. Jokerswife said, I did. And I, with the call literally in the screenshot, I say, I'm on call with her right now, and she stated that she never gave you permission. Jokerswife then replied with, she's lying, she's trying to bully a newer artist. And I come in with, I'm just trying to be a nice person without any rude arguments. But I know that, I know her in real life, and she didn't ask you. She didn't ask you. I can't fucking read because my phone is so dirty. Jokers replies with, no you don't. I know her. This is very childish responses, I will say. Like, what the fuck am I looking at right here? Cord replies with, no, you literally do not. You don't even know her from the evidence I've seen. And she stated that both me and Jen, she stated to both me and Jen that she did not give you any permission to trace her art. And if she was really trying to bully a new artist, show me some solid proof. Otherwise, stop being a victim and put on some big girl pants and learn how to draw. Which, please, Jokerswife, you're looking at this, please learn how to draw. Don't trace people's art. It's very shitty, okay? Oddy then replies with, I don't know what's sadder, seeing someone trace my friend's art constantly, or them denying and trying to claim something that is not theirs. Jokerswife then replies with, she's not friends with you, she's my friend. If she's your friend, then why do you say slurs to her in DMs? That she is not those identifying slurs, and you are bullying her constantly, and you try to take down her, you belittle her art all the time. This is not what friends do. What the fuck? Cornflake then replied with, bro, you don't even like her. Oddy then replied with, that's a lie. I know her longer than you have. You just came here being a jerk to her for no reason. Jokerswife replied to Cornflake saying no. Jokerswife then replied to Oddy saying, because she stole my OC. So your friend stole your OC. They stole your OC. Okay. Alright. Oddy then replied to her, that is not true, she made her OC before you copied her. So, Jokerswife then replied to Oddy, no, I made it first. She made her friend delete it so hers would be the only one. I can't really delete it, but okay. I was not admin of the Amino server, so what are you fucking talking about? Jokerswife then replied to her, motherload of horse shit. She drew this the full day before you came along and snatched it. True. And then Perp Cora joined in saying, whoa, she stole your OC. Bro, seriously, like, I'm mad at you. So, yeah. This is snowballing into something really big right now. There's probably over 50 comments by now, and it's going to be ridiculous. Jokerswife replied to Perp Cora saying, she stole from me first. Perp Cora responded, oh really? Jokerswife responded back saying, she traced me first. Perp Cora said, I still don't believe you. Jokerswife responded, but I'm right. Perp Cora then said, but you're wrong. a new person jumped in, Bianca, and she said, show the proof to them, like you started, show proof to them, like when you started working on art, or like dates or layers. I think that's what they meant to say. And Jokerswife replied to Perpcore saying no. Jokerswife replied to Bianca saying she doesn't. And then Bianca replied with, but do you have it, hold on, let me read this for a quick second. Bianca's basically saying, do you have how long that you have worked on it, or any layers that show proof that you have done this? I think at this time, Jokerswife did show proof, but, obviously she deleted the layer that had the traced artwork on the piece, so yeah, you could easily do that, unfortunately. Corn changed his profile picture at this time, but Corn replied with, yeah, kids are curious little creatures, and I'm sure you will eventually start looking at it too, but we're going way off topic. Point is that you lose in this argument. I doubt that she's going to be deleting anything of hers anytime soon. Jokerswife responded to Cornflake saying if she doesn't delete her stuff, I'll release her info. Like, what, her IP address? Bro, I don't even know her IP address. I don't even know what the format is for an IP address. So, yeah. Apparently I said something before this and she called me a liar. Then Cornflake replied with, no, you won't. You don't even know her effing name. I come in saying, prove it then. I dare you, show me the evidence to make me look like the dumb one. Jokerswife then replied to Cornflake saying, yeah, I do. I know she's a pervert. Okay, then. Okay. I don't know what proof you have saying that she's a pervert online, but, okay. Okay, going back to Captain, she replies to Captain saying, because she's gonna let her leader friends defend her. Apparently, she's thinking that, Anarchy is best friends with Slinky and Malware, who are both the leaders of the Skylander Amino at the time. She wasn't buddy-buddies with them, but I knew that she knew Slinky a bit, but she wasn't, like, buddy-buddies with them. I was more buddy-buddies with Slinky at the time. Jokerswife then replied to Cornflake saying her OCs are terrible anyways. She sexualizes black people. Look at her profile. She drew a black person as a stripper. Whoa! 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 What the fuck was that? Where did you get that? Hey, yo! Hush is not a sexualized black stripper. He's literally in the dark element and is made up of darkness. What the fuck is this? Hey, yo. Captain then replied to her saying, what leader friends? You think Mal and Sleeker are some corrupt people? If you really don't feel safe enough to report her to our mods, then why the fudge are you even feel safe here? Or still being here? I can't fucking read. I'm sorry. I am dyslexic, I think. I don't know, actually. Jokerswife then replied to Captain saying, because I want her to leave. Jokerswife responded to her, tasteful comment above, saying, oh no, God forbid someone makes NSFW of their OCs. God, if it's such a crime, then you may as well burn me at the stake and stick my ashes in the toilet bowl, because about everyone has done it. Also, I just love that you have to make sure to shoehorn the black thing in there. Also, she never sexualizes Dreamcatcher. I've known her for a while now, and I'm pretty sure I would have seen it if she had done it. She just draws Dreamcatcher in a more, like, poppy girl, like, teenage style than the, you know, what she is in the game. It's not even sexualizing. How the fuck do you sexualize a head? That's my question. How the fuck do you sexualize a head? And please don't, because she's a teenager. I come in saying, bro, you're not winning this argument. It's 1 against 7 people and more coming. And she told me what you said to her in the Spore Amino. You're being a dickhead. Respond like a responsible person and give up already. You're making yourself look dumber and worse. Then Perpcora comes in to respond with, yeah, right, you clown. Jokerswife replies with, no, you. What such a valid argument. No, you in this situation. I can't believe it. Perpcora says, say that to the person that has the name called Jokerswife. And Jokerswife replies with, it's because I like Persona. That's why. And then Perpcora gives a very judgmental stare. Don't you drag Joker's name through the mud with your name. Joker doesn't deserve to be associated with you. Fuck you. In this situation, she called me a simp for some reason. I don't know why I'm called a simp, but okay. Captain Cooties replied with, if she's stealing OCs, why the fudge would you do something like this to her? And if you knew her beforehand, why wouldn't you report her? Exactly. Cornflake replied with, you could literally look at the completely unedited post right effing here. I'm not lying for her or anything. No game. And I'm having to spoon feed the fact that she doesn't steal OCs from you. And he put a link there, and I think it was a post that Anarchy made. Joker's wife then replied with, because she's gonna get her leader friends to defend her. And that was probably before the comment of the Slinky and Mall stuff, I assume. Prepcora comes in again, saying, I swear I hate tracers so much, mostly to innocent artists making beautiful drawings, and then little shits like you who trace people's art and claiming it as theirs. Oh my god. Joker's wife then comes in saying, she's a terrible artist though. Prepcora says, no, she's fucking not. You are. And Joker's wife replies with, you're just pitying her. Joker's wife, I'm showing all your art in this video. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really one to downplay his art, but since it's you, I'm going to downplay your art. What the fuck is this shit that we're going to see upcoming? Like, seriously. And, okay. Whew. That was a lot. This recording part is 17 minutes long. I can't fucking breathe. Whew. I'm going to need a break after that. Hold on. My god, that was such a long rant thing, but as I stated before, that post had over 100 comments on it, and I don't think that was even all the comments. So yeah, that was a good chunk of them, showing you that everyone has fucking jumped on them, calling them out because of their fucking tracing. And I think after that, my friend Bash made a call-out post saying that you have to be wary of this tracer because they've been targeting my friends. And honestly, Bash is very goated for that. Bash, if you're also watching this, thank you. I really appreciate that call-out post. I might show it on screen here. And it was really nice of you. I appreciate it. But that was the end of the Amino era of Joker's wife. That was probably the biggest era that I'm going to cover right now. Other eras that I'm going to be talking about are not as big, but the last one that I'm going to mention is going to have more of the recent stuff that they're going to be doing right now. Like I said, this goes up to March 20th, and I have not posted anything that is after this. So, yeah. If they did, I have a thread on Twitter that is posting most of the recent stuff involving the Joker's Wife saga, and so if you want to be updated on that, please go ahead and look at that. It's pretty cool. But please do not support them. If you want to support fucking tracers, fuck you. What else do we have here? Let's see. I'm gonna talk about the stream again, that I saw Joker's Wife again on, because that was the next time that I did actually encounter them, which was a bit, I think it was 2 years after the whole Amino thing. I don't know if there was anything in between that, but I know that they appeared on my stream, and I didn't know it at first until I got the context clues, because their name was Sleepy Hollow on my stream, and they were just talking like they normally did. They talked shit about Anarchy's OCs, which were on the background of my computer, which were drawn by Diamond Pastry. Thank you, Diamond Pastry, for doing all these commissions. I really appreciate it. And they were talking shit about a lot of the characters. I think it was mainly Crusoe, though. They didn't like Crusoe, saying that he looked like a piece of shit, and I was like, please don't call him a piece of shit. I really care about him. Please don't say that. I didn't know it was Joker's Wife at the time, so I didn't know. But the more the Joker's Wife kept talking, the more I became suspicious. I mean, after the whole Joker's Wife thing on Amino, I became very guarded with people around me. I didn't really enjoy talking to newer people anymore because I feared that it was going to be Jokerswife. But there's like billions of people on the internet. Why would I be scared of this one person? At the time I was scared, but now I'm not. But at the time I was very guarded and I stuck to my friend group, so I didn't really contact a lot of people outside of it. So I was a little guarded. But when I was streaming, I got to see more new people. And I got to talk to more new people, which was actually kind of nice. And still, to this day, I really like seeing like all you guys chat and stream. It actually makes my day. With this, Sleepy Hollow, I would say, I'd still call him Jokerswife. Jokerswife appeared on my stream, they were talking a bit. The only time that I knew that it was like concrete Jokerswife, it was... They asked me why they weren't mod on my stream. I told them, well, it's because I do not trust you. I don't trust you at all. I don't know who you are, I never talked to you, and you just appeared on my stream. So yeah, I wouldn't be giving mod to random strangers. That's really stupid if you do. But then they mentioned, like how you blocked me on the Spore amino. It took me a good second to think, like, who did I block on the Spore amino? Who did I block? I was thinking back to it, thinking about all the people I blocked. I didn't block a lot of people on the Spore amino, but I blocked a few. And then I thought, I also looked at their profile picture on the stream, and it was a Joker. And then I put two and two together. So I was like, you're Jokerswife, aren't you? Obviously they denied that, but I had to put my foot down saying, Jokerswife, I really don't want you on my channel. I really don't want you looking at my stuff. Please go the fuck away. And I hit the ban hammer on them. And then after that, I showed all the stuff that they traced on the Nino and shit like that. So yeah, that was the short-term YouTube part of the saga. That didn't last very long. I don't even know if they're still commenting on my shit. I can't tell. I don't even know if they're looking at my shit. If they do, if you're watching this, fuck you. I'm putting the middle finger up for you. So yeah, that was the short-term YouTube saga. Now this one, I don't really have a lot of evidence for. And it's really speculation because I don't know if it is them or not. I don't really have the concrete proof, only because I only think it's them because my friend Peachy has said something. This was at the time that I was in the big Magalore server that Crafty has made, and I do wish to go back there. It's just that I'm actually very paranoid to go back, like seriously paranoid. So I don't really want to go back in there. If I did, I would be happy enough to go. But I was really happy in the Magalore server. I actually became mod in the Magalore server, and I had a lot of fun there. It was a really good, happy server, and I was really happy with them. I won't go into too much detail because this part of the story is actually kind of sensitive to me, but I think Jokerswife managed to find me on the server only because Jokerswife knows my Tumblr. In the stream on YouTube, the YouTube part of the saga, I actually mentioned that I had a Tumblr and I put my @ on there, and now Jokerswife knows my @. This will become important later. I posted a lot of the Magalore stuff on my Tumblr because it was really funny. I posted the glitch of what Discord was doing at the time where it was repeating messages, and it was so funny. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I assumed they saw that I was in this server. I don't know how they would get into this server. Again, this is all speculation. But, yeah, I think they managed to come into the server. It was when my friend Anarchy was in there, and she was just being herself. And I know it started with an image that Anarchy drew of Meta Knight being boiled. And obviously, we don't really, like, actually condone to, like, violence or anything, but we just, like, always joke, because you know how people are just like, I love this character so much, as they torment them. You know, it's like that. I don't actually torment Meta Knight. I like to say I do, but I actually don't. And I feel like Anarchy can agree with me and say that she would do the same. She just likes to tease and say, oh, I'm boiling Meta Knight, it was just a really big joke. Jokerswife, I'm going to call, they're called Undead Knight, I believe, on the server. They said that they got really offended by that post that she made, and obviously this spiraled into a big snowball of really sensitive chaos. Sensitive to me, sensitive to whoever this person is, even if they aren't Jokerswife, sensitive to Anarchy, sensitive to the mods of the Megalore server, and it just evolved into chaos. And I obviously don't really remember too much. This happened last year, I think. But I don't really remember too much. The memory's a big blur mostly, but I'm trying to remember what I vaguely remember. I was talking to Peachy in DMs about this person. Peachy said, I'll talk to them, yada yada yada. They're talking, I'm talking with Peachy, I'm talking with Anarchy too, what the fuck's going on? The only thing that makes me believe that this is Jokerswife is that with all the screenshots that Peachy sent me with how they speak, with how they're targeting Anarchy, and the fact that Peachy, this is what got me. The fact that Peachy mentioned, I think they know you, which that put up a bunch of red flags in my face. Like, they know me? They know me. This person knows me. I don't know them. And then I thought about it, like, no, it can't be. I at the time, I think it was Jokerswife. At this time, I still think it's Jokerswife. But if it's not, and if you're an innocent person, I apologize. It's just, like I said before, I am very guarded after what happened with Amino. So typically, if I see anyone trying to personally attack or personally blame my friends or myself because of this, I immediately go to Jokerswife. It is no exception. I immediately go to Jokerswife because this person has been stalking me for 4 years, or 3 years at the time. So yeah, this person, I believe, was Jokerswife. It got really sensitive to the point where, unfortunately, Anarchy was banned because of the situation, and Anarchy, because I wanted to side with Anarchy, and I still side with Anarchy, I left as well. It was like I said, it's a very sensitive topic that I really don't want to delve in too much with, but I hope that people would understand that, yeah. If I ever did go back to the Megalore server, I just don't want to cause drama, I just want to have fun. But yeah, that was the Discord saga that I think Jokerswife was a part of. Again, it's not really stated, like, if they are actually Jokerswife. I'm just going off of that speculation, but if it possibly can't be Jokerswife. There's a big possibility that it couldn't be. I just believe that it is. So yeah, that's the Discord part of the story. Oh boy. And now we finally get into the part of the Tumblr era. The Tumblr-esque Twitter era. Only Twitter era because I keep posting it on Twitter, but Tumblr is where the action is going. The Tumblr is where everything right now, like I'm talking about right now, is occurring. And that Jokerswife is still attacking me. How do I know this is Jokerswife? Well, I don't know, maybe the fact that my profile picture is their profile picture, just has X's, angry eyes, and a squiggly mouth on it, and their name is Kukinos is a lying bitch. I wonder who that is. I really wonder. I remembered that a few days ago, I actually posted, because there was this trend going along, like, post some little lore about yourself. If I go to where I had it, Where was it? I posted this little thing on my quote retweet of the post saying, "Since my amino days, my friend Anarchy and I have this creepy stalker who chases our art sometimes, calls us slurs, and harasses us almost on every website that we're on. We nicknamed them Jokerswife because that was their first alias that we found them as. To this day, I bet they're still stalking us. And to this day, I am correct. I am totally correct." Not too long after that post, Anarchy came to me in Discord saying, "Oh my god, Kooky, there's something that is going on Tumblr that you should look at." Because originally she was looking at cool Ludwig fan art, cool Kooky fan art, because there's a lot of cool stuff on Tumblr that has a lot of cool Ludwig and Kooky fan art. And while I am Kooky known as Kooky Von Koopa, I do not own Kooky. I use him as my persona, and this design as my persona, but Kooky is a character that was in the show, The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. So yeah, he has some fan art, and people like to headcanon a lot of things about Kooky, and I like looking at the fan art. And so Anarchy was showing me some stuff on there. There was this one post that she saw. She didn't look at the name of the poster at the time. Like, let me see if I could find it. Yeah, she didn't look at the name of the poster at the time, but she sent me a screenshot showing me this ugly fucking design of what's supposed to be Kooky. It doesn't even look like a Koopa. It's a female, and I don't know, it just looked fucking ugly. She's like, "Yeah, this don't look like Kooky," and I was like, "Yeah, what Kooky has that big of a boobs?" Yeah, but, you know, it's just stuff like that. And then she's like, "What if I find that again?" So she was still looking through the Ludwig and Kooky tag of Tumblr, and she came across it again. She's like, "Oh, I found it." And then she's like, Kooky, this is more serious than you think." She sent me the screenshot of what she took. And the name is what I said before, with my profile picture, with my eyes crossed out, with my mouth squiggled, with eyebrows, and the tag of their name tag is Kookinos is a lying bitch. So I was like, oh, I have a hater. I actually have a hater. And honestly, I celebrated this more than like whining about it. It was such, I still celebrate it. I actually have a hater. You know when you're big, when you got haters on you. It's actually kind of funny. I obviously asked Anarchy, "Hey, can you take a screenshot of like what their thing is?" She took a screenshot, and their blog is called Cookers the Coop is lying, and their bio saying liar, 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 liar. I don't know what I lied about. I really don't know what I was lying about. The only lying I was doing was lying in bed, watching as this shit unfolds. So, apparently I lied about something. The first post on their blog mentions, "Artists beware, Cookers the Coop is a known scammer. Please block them and do not interact with the posts." And their tags include "Artists beware, drama, K-pop, Mario Bros, Koopa Leagues, art drama, art talk, artwork, traditional art, artists on Tumblr, AI art, OC art, furry art, my art, original art, and attention whore." That's a lot to take in for a first blog. So I obviously went to the brain of, yeah, this is probably Jokerswife. No doubt about it. This is most likely Jokerswife because they're tracing, they're not really tracing, they're trying to redesign my character, they're saying that I'm a shitty person, and yeah. So they're mainly targeting me right now. They're not targeting Anarchy at the moment, that I know of. But, yeah, so apparently I'm a known scammer, apparently. I don't know how I am. I never really scammed anyone, but yeah. And they post this thing, if I mentioned. All this stuff is out of order. Again, sorry if it is out of order. I tried. A lot of people tried to contact them, actually, through their thing. A lot of people tried to contact them. A friend of mine, I think, well, I would say mutual of mine, they'd say, they commented on their post, like, "I'm a bit confused because, her account name doesn't start with a J. Oh, that's not what I'm gonna save that for later. Obviously, me and my friends were clowning on the situation, saying, Jokerswife always comes back, Jokerswife 2089, Anarchy saying goofy ass, I'm saying Jokerswife saga continues, Oddy saying part 2, the miserable return. But yeah, all this shit is starting to unfold, and it gets pretty ridiculous. They blocked me, but apparently they commented on some of my posts. And it's mainly my Arcana post, because, like, I draw a lot of Arcana content right now, and they commented on my Arcana blog, saying a lot of different things, like, where was it? Oh no, I took screenshots of it. Oh no, I actually downloaded the photos. My bad! Where were they? They commented under my Daruka art, saying, now you're stealing people's OCs. I'd like to point out, I never really stole Daruka from anything. Daruka was inspired off of this comic that I saw on Google that it was like a satyr person with a cool tail, and they were like covered in blood. It was a comic, but I forgot what it was, and I don't know where it was. Daruka was inspired off of that, but I didn't take really any of the design aspects from it and put them on Daruka, and besides, Daruka has a redesign right now that looks nothing like the original, so I don't know what I'd be stealing. Besides, it's just a little weird, you know? This was under a drawing that I did of Muriel, and I posted another drawing of Muriel that Anarchy did of the same outfit because I was drawing outfits for him. And apparently Jokerswife replies with, why would you pay for art like that? What are even those proportions? I'd assume, I don't know whose art they're talking about here. It's either mine or Anarchy's at the time. But I didn't pay for this art. Anarchy just did it. It was gift art, so I didn't pay for this at all. So I don't know what Jokerswife is talking about here. I forgot what post this was under, but apparently Jokerswife asked me, how do you have friends without a D? I don't know, how do you have friends? That's my quick question. And this was under a post that I did of Theodore. I did Theodore as the goofy Alistair sketch that apparently Fox does, and I drew it as Theodore. And apparently I spelled Vivzy's name wrong, and it says, please spell her name correctly. Bro, you've been misspelling so many times before this. Why are you telling me to spell her name correctly when you can't even spell how correctly? Like, bruh. That's all the posts that I know that they have done at the time. If I look correctly, let me see. It's in downloads? No, it's not in downloads. It is in my screenshots. No, but I knew that this was Jokerswife at the time, so I was talking to my friends about this, and I was like, you know, they have an ask box. Why don't you fill their ask box with a bunch of bows? Bow? I didn't even mention this one. Oh my god. Where was it? Hold on. I forgot to mention the most important thing that they did on the Amino. Hold up. This person on Amino, I forgot to mention, was like, liar, you didn't get permission to redesign her OCs, and Jokerswife replied with, bow. We constantly joke about this one post because it's just really funny, and it makes Anarchy crack up every time. So, yeah, now we torment Jokerswife with that post. Now we in our Ask blog, we constantly say bow to them to troll them, and it's really funny because if you're trolling me, I'm gonna troll you. So I'm sticking my army on friends to say bow in your Ask blog. Here's where it gets interesting. Jokerswife said that I scammed them of a $200 commission, which is a little weird, but I'll explain it. Jokerswife took a screenshot of their PayPal money that they send to some person. They crossed out their name so it's not visible in for Tumblr, because obviously you wouldn't want to show someone's real name online, which is totally understandable. Jokerswife then puts in the description of the post saying, "Proof that Kokino scammed me. Name spoilered because dead name." I would like to point something out right here. Jokerswife also claims that I am male to female, which I would like to clear up anything that people have said, because I have gotten confused 2 times from being male to female for some reason. I'm not male to female. I am female to pangender, and I don't know where you're getting this claim that I'm male to female. I don't just go by she pronouns. I go by he, she, they. I'm not a trans female. I'm not. So I don't know where you're getting this information from. This is my natural voice. I don't know where they're getting this from. And with the fact with my dead name, I don't have a dead name. I don't have a dead name. A trans person can go by their original name if they please to. I don't go by my dead name. I still use my name, my birth name. I still use it because it holds a lot of sentimental value to me, and it's what I identify as. And I don't know where they're getting dead name from, because this is the weirdest part of this part of the story, because I don't know where they're pulling this shit out of their ass, but okay. Obviously, with the screenshot, it shows, like I said, the commission money that they sent with the name crossed out. And my friend Snipsnap, she was just like, you know, it would be really funny if that they took this from Google. And I would be like, I would die laughing if it was stolen from Google. And at this time, I was at work, so I was just texting on my break. And I was saying, I would be dying laughing if they did this. Guess what? This image was stolen from Google. This image was stolen from Google, and it shows the real name. I'm not going to pronounce that name because I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name, and I don't know if I really should hide this, because this is the 3rd image on Google when you search up PayPal $200 payment. This is not my name. This is not what I go by. I don't know what the fuck this name is. If you're this person, I am sorry that you're subjected into this drama that we have. I hope you have a great day. But this is literally stolen from Google. We have evidence that you stole it from Google. We even know that it's the similar thing because it has the JA in the front and the IS in the end. They're so petty. I don't know what's wrong with them. So yeah, apparently I scammed them of $200. Another point that I would like to point out is that my commissions do not go up to $200. Base price of one of my commissions is $75. With add-ons with customs, if you wanted to get a custom from me, it goes up to $175 or $145. I forgot what it was. But my commissions do not reach $200. And if you even tipped me that much, Jesus Christ, please take your money back. I don't need that much money. But yeah, my commissions do not go up to $200, so I don't know where they're fucking doing this. My commissions, I feel like, are not worth $200 at the moment because of my art style. So I don't know what they would want to be paid, what they would pay me for what they want. If it was just a full body, my full bodies I think cost like $30. I don't know what other money that you're putting on there. That's a little ridiculous, man. But oh, don't worry. They have the OC that they commissioned me to do, which was this fucking ugly ass OC with Pixar mom hips and chicken legs. What I would like to point out that this character looks, oh, okay, it's not traced, but this character looks a lot like my OC, Georgia. Georgia, it looks a lot like my OC Georgia. And I love Georgia. Georgia is probably one of my favorite designs, and she's so sweet. Why would you give her this? Why would you give her saggy boobs, big Pixar mom hits, and chicken legs? I'm sorry, this is sad. The only reason I can tell that it's Georgia is because the color of the hair and the skin tone and the fact that the hair is in pigtails. So, that's the only thing that I'm going off of here, but if it's not, I'd be surprised. Jokerswife doesn't really come up with original ideas. So, yeah. But, oh, we can't forget about the tags that are on this post. No. We can't forget about the tags. The tags here include OC, OC art, my OCs, OC artwork, OC artist, OC RP, art commissions, traditional art, that's not traditional art, artist, artwork, digital art, original art, artists on Tumblr, my art, advertising, aesthetic, scammed, request, drawing, my draws, hand drawn, K-pop, and anime. Where did the fuck K-pop come from? I'm not into K-pop. What the fuck is this? Okay, going back to the fact of the name of the commission that they sent with $200 with the screenshot they sent. This person, my friend, my mutual friend Ozzy, I would say friend. They said, I'm a bit confused that her account name doesn't start with a J or ends in is. Are you sure you weren't scammed by a stranger that was pretending to be her? Which, no, they're not scammed. They just stole a photo of what happened. Oh my god. Soon after, they took down the reply. I wonder why. I wonder why you took down that reply. And this was just the nail in the coffin that if I had any speculation that this wasn't Jokerswife before, this is definitely Jokerswife. They posted something for St. Patrick's Day saying, Happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't have all the tags for what this is, but apparently there's AI art in this tag, which, honestly, this is too shitty to be AI art. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like AI art. I really don't, but I can tell what is AI art. This looks too shitty to be AI art. I'm gonna be for real. But it's a photo of a character playing a piano with a guy in the back. I wonder what this looks like. I wonder. Yeah, they definitely traced this. This is obviously traced. So I was like, I don't really care about the tracing at this point. I just find this absolutely hilarious. If I were to ignore this, this ruins all the fun that has been building up to this point, and I would love to document more about the shitty antics that this person does. So yeah, that's traced artwork that they did of Camilla and Theodore, which is one of my favorite artworks that I have done a few years ago, so I'm surprised they traced that. So they got some asks in their blog asking them, would you mind elaborating on what happened? I don't see anything on the Coquito's blog. This is where we're now joking. Now my Discord status is to this, thing, based on this one ask that they did. They said, they fucking scammed me out of $200 on a set of the commissions. Then they blocked me on my main and blocked my email. As I stated before, they blocked me. I couldn't block them before they blocked me. So, I don't know what bullshit they're pulling out of their ass. That's kind of funny. They also mentioned, someone else mentioned, my friend Fury, that I got a commission, they did commission of them. They said, how do I learn to become this big of a hater? Teach me your ways. And they just replied with a go away! A bunch of people kept replying Bo to them because I asked people to reply Bo to them. It was pretty funny and they kept freaking out. It was really funny. And then they pinned something on their blog saying, okay, I think I blocked all the flamers. Please only use the inbox for serious questions. Which I feel like that's a lie because my friend Snip has asked some serious questions. They both ignored some of the questions, and if they did say serious questions, then they blocked them. So, if you try to ask them serious questions, then I don't think that's gonna work very well for you. I'm sorry. Do I have anything else? Let's see. I like how in one of their blogs they say, "Why is everyone so mean to me, frown face?" I wonder why everyone is so mean to you. Maybe because your name says Kukinos is a lying bitch. I wonder! One of my friends commented on their post saying, "I'm sorry to hear that you got cucked, frowny face," and they just said it was a typo. Was it a typo though? I think it's pretty funny. I think it was intentional. You got cucked. Not by me. Here's some of the more recent stuff. They told everyone that they are opening commissions for $5. And I don't know who wants this as a commission, but this is this example that they used is obviously traced from the Daruka art that they commented under, saying that it's that I steal people's OCs. The canvas is just flipped. So yeah, this is what you're using as your example. I wouldn't want to get a commission of this person, honestly. And if you do commission them, it's probably actually very dangerous for you to give out your name on PayPal, because whoever, like, they'll see your name. If you're associated with me and you get commissions from them, you will probably be outed, saying that, "Oh, I know their name," so please, I do refrain from commissioning them, because your name will be leaked to them. But we can't forget about the fucking tags that are on this. The tags are what always gets me of whenever they post something. So, the tags here are OC commission, art commissions, artist, OC art, nail art. I don't know why nail art. Original art, traditional art, my art, commissions, open, artwork, digital art, amazing digital circus, The Sims 4, furry art, artists on Tumblr, art talk, K-pop smut, K-pop mood board, AI art, advertising, OC art, small artist, small business, digital artist, beginner artist, artistic nude, and queer artist. K-pop smut has me bawling. I'm dying from K-pop smut. Oh my god. This is probably the most fun I've had with someone ever. This is like me getting excited over someone who's gonna post some new art of an artist that I really like, and I just like to follow them and see what else they post. But instead of that, it's just this hater seeing how far they'll go and what fucking tags they use. Can't wait to use the tag K-pop smut again. Apparently, the next day after, they say, "Thank you to everyone who DM'd me. The slots are full." What have we learned here? We have learned zero, zilch, nothing, no knowledge. If there were people that did commission, which I think there was one, but I assume that it is a friend of Jokerswife, if there were multiple people that did commission them, please reconsider where your money is going, okay? I actually worry because like I said before, your name could be leaked to them, so please do not send money their way. My friend commented again on their blog saying, "What inspirations do you get for your artwork?" And apparently they said Vivzy Pop, not surprised, and Ikechi area. I look them up. I don't know who the second person is. I might actually look them up after this. I hope they're not a bad person, but yeah, apparently that's Jokerswife inspiration. Not my art, clearly. Not the art that they're tracing. Clearly not. I know one thing that my friend did say that she commented on for Jokerswife is that she said that, "Wow, you're talking about Kukinos a lot. Do you have a crush on them?" And obviously they have not answered that blog yet. So, we haven't seen what that says, probably because I assume that Jokerswife did not respond to it and just doesn't want to talk about it. In my opinion, like I said, I don't know if this is a minor, I don't know if this is not a minor. But this is like a hate crush thing, like, what the fuck is going on here? You hate me so much that you crush on me? That's a little weird, okay. One of their most recent artworks has this commission that they did by MSM Maria 2028 on DeviantArt. So, this is the person that I assume that is friends with Jokerswife. I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. I have no opinions on them. I don't really know who they are. But if you're not friends with Jokerswife, please reconsider where your money is going, because it's a little dangerous to send your potentially real name on your PayPal if they do take PayPal or any other form of cash, because I don't want this person knowing any of our real names. I really don't. I am not too sure if they actually traced this one. This is actually one that I am not positive if they did. I would be surprised if this was actually the first artwork that I can't find that is traced. But if it is, please let me know. I would gladly love to know if this is. And then finally, what we have here is what happened last night when I was conked out. I was pretty asleep. And Anarchy came to me, she texted me, saying, Kooky, there's something, like, going on here. They posted something on their Tumblr. They deleted it by now because, apparently it's bad. I mean, it is, but it's a little wacky with what they did. They posted an AI image of this one woman with flowers around her, with the tags, artists on Tumblr, artwork, OC art, original art, traditional art, art commissions, artist, digital art, furry art, nail art, my art, OC commission, commission open, commissions, K-pop, the Amazing Digital Circus, Has Been Hotel Vox, this is not Vox, Jujutsu Kaisen, Princess Peach, Nintendo, drawing, my draws, hand drawn, how to draw, Tumblr draw, draw, every day. Apparently, this is the one thing they didn't put the AI art tag on, and then they replied with afterwards, or was it? I have the screenshot, saying, I apologize for the last post. I didn't realize it was AI. I don't support that. Then what were your previous tags on your other art? Really? Like, I'm serious. What were the previous tags on your other art? You say you don't support AI art, yet you put it in your tags. Again, this is ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. And that is what is happening, at least right now. That is the most... Oh god, Kooky is freaking out. But that is the most recent stuff that has actually happened on Tumblr. Like I said, they're probably still posting more recent stuff on their Tumblr because that is where they post. But that's as far as I can go to right now with all the evidence and stuff that I have acquired. If there's anything that I have missed, it is probably most likely on the thread that I have on my Twitter. It gets bigger each day. It really does. So if you ever want to look at that, you can. But yeah, this is my creepy stalker. My creepy stalker that surprisingly hates me, traces my art, and says bad shit about me. At this point, I will say, I don't really care that they traced my art. I don't really care what shit they say behind my back. Because they have actual no proof of me saying all of this shit. I never really had a DM with them, personally. I actually have not. So, I don't know where they would be getting all this information. And it's shocking that they're still after me 4 years later. Because I believe that they're attacking me all because I pointed out the bullying that they did on Amino. And I just don't care at this point. I'm in it for the drama. I'm in it for the laughs. Like I said, I would ignore them, but that ruins all the fun that has been caused. Oh. Sorry about that. That was the siren. It is now 12 o'clock. But, yeah. I don't really care at this point about what they do. I'm just in it to watch it. And I would stop it. I would ignore it. I would block them. But it kind of, like, ruins the fun of what's actually happening here. And I feel like if I do, I think that also kind of fuels their fire. Like, they clearly have some grudge against me, we'll keep doing this. But actually, I find this stuff mildly entertaining, and I want to see where this devolves into. If it actually does devolve into something very serious, I probably will step in saying, like, actually, yo, this is really, really bad. Please, I can't be associated with you. But, I mean, they've already said slurs, they've already talked about AI art, they trace art. Like, they're a pretty shitty person. I no doubt about it. They're a really shitty person. I just like to see the chaos that erupts from this person because they have such a hate crush on me for some reason. So, I don't really know what else I have to say because I have no other proof of what's been going on. Because, it's as far as it goes. Hopefully I do sound a little more energetic in this video. I just woke up, and I wanted to record this video during spring break because it's the time that I have free time, and I actually want to get into posting videos a lot. And I'm so glad that I can actually post something like this, because it's so cool. Like, I have a hater. I have a hater, guys. But what I do recommend, while I am excited that I do have a hater, I don't recommend that I suggest having a bunch of haters. Because I know that it would probably bring down my mental state, and I don't think anyone actually really deserves haters, unless they're actually a genuine shitty person like Jokerswife! Woohoo! I think Jokerswife deserves some of the hate that they're targeting towards me. Because I was trying to rightfully defend my friend, and apparently I'm getting the worst of the shit right now. So, yeah. Like, I would point out, if you do if there's a lot of people harassing them right now, it's probably will ruin a lot of the stuff that is happening right now. I assume, like, they might see this video because they see a lot of my content, but I am not too sure. They don't see enough of it to really think that I'm pangender, but I see, because literally almost every of my platforms, I go by he, she, they, and they think I'm male to female, which is weird. If you are interested in learning more about the Jokerswife saga, and you want to see more of this content of me posting and talking about them, please let me know down in the comments. Please let this video get a lot of traction. If you want to see it, maybe if it blows up big, I might post more about it, but I have to get a lot of documents and stuff like that, all these screenshots and evidence that I used for the video and whatnot. So yeah. Jesus Christ, my room is loud. I would do sprites for this video, but unfortunately I cannot. I'm going to be probably reusing old art that I have used of Kooky for this video because I cannot draw sprites right now. Like I said, my tablet is not working. Unfortunately, I have to figure out what's wrong with it. So yeah. Please let me know if you want to see more of this content. It was actually pretty fun to record this. I don't know how excited I am going to be editing this. I have a person that I have commissioned for the thumbnail, Screp. Thank you, Screp, for drawing my thumbnail. I really appreciate it. And I hope that everyone else has a great day. See you, Coosters. Why did I say that at the end? That is not what I planned for. Hey, this is Kooky months later after I've been trying to figure out how to actually edit this video without my computer crashing every time I fucking load it. So, I have finally... okay, the time right now is June 26th, 1:22 a.m., and I'm editing this video because I can finally work on it. And I just wanted to clarify for what is happening right now. Long story short, Jokerswife has been reported on Tumblr, so none of this stuff is happening anymore, but I still have the thread on my Twitter. I might link it down below still. But if you are interested to figure out what has happened after, please boost this video because I would greatly appreciate it and would want me to continue talking more about Jokerswife and any future things that they do. I also plan on doing a little interview with Anarchy of her experience personally. I probably didn't state everything that happened to her in this video, which I can't remember all of it, but she remembers obviously her experience way more than I remember, since I wasn't the one that completely experienced everything that happened to her. I just know the stuff that has happened to me. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. This video took so fucking long to actually work, and I hope that it gets released soon. See ya!